Community beloveds. I don't have the 5 minutes on my phone. My daughter's phone does, and other people tell me they have 5 minutes, but I don't. But being an internal being and being a internal life coach, I am able to address things internally. And I wanted to give you a better understanding of what internally means. This morning when I woke up and when I took my shower, I kept hearing, "Whose are you? Whose are you?" And then I asked, "What do you mean? Whose am I?" I just keep hearing this, and not hearing it like a word, but hearing it like an inner understanding. Whose are you? And then something took me back to my childhood, and I remembered not being accepted by the world as a kid. And don't get me wrong, thank you. Thank you. I love that I wasn't accepted because I got to go inside of me internally in communion with God every day of my life. There wasn't a day of my life that I didn't get to go within and communion and get to learn how to hear God inside of me. And that's how I became the internal being, which all of us are, because we are a soul. We are a bloodline. And we are a DNA as well that will help you understand you have been breathing the word of your ancestors. Beloveds, on all levels of creation, we are amazing. But I kept hearing this morning, "Whose are you?" And I am a child of the Most High. And because of that, I have always been able to hear things, know things, sense things, feel things, and understand things that many cannot and choose not to comprehend because they want to be the conformity of the world. And it says the word became flesh and made its dwelling, and we made it our only begotten son. So what we did is we took doctrine and we made it our understanding. But whose are we? Whose are we? Are we doctrine, or do we belong to God? Do we belong to spirit? And what I heard is that, sweetheart, you are not this body. You are not this body. And every time you believe you are this body, you become doctrine. You don't belong to me when you call yourself this body, beloved. And I just kept hearing that word. Whose are you? Whose are you? And I tell you, as these last couple of weeks, I have been communing with God so beautifully. He's been growing me and sustaining me on levels that I didn't even think were possible for myself and for any state of being or understanding as being the human being. But beloveds, whose are we? Who do you belong to? Do you belong to doctrine, or do you belong to spirit? God is talking to us, beloveds, through his